Oh, snap, up 22%. Amaze balls. All right, so back in fourth market here, guys. All right, looks like I'm live. Just no chat yet. All right, so yesterday we ended up with a kind of a not so horrible down day. A lot of things down. A few things coming back pretty good actually by the end of the day. Not too bad. Ended up playing with our trend line. So today we're in a little bit of a bounce back scenario. Definitely distribution to yesterday, but again, not the end of the world. And pretty positive. Facebook up 5%. Soxel up 8%. AMD 3. Tesla back up a little bit. Tesla well off the lows yesterday. We'll see how that goes. Domino's Pizza, BEP. Restoration Hardware flagging out at this stage of the game. Not too bad at all. CLR oil, I think oil's coming back a little bit. Let me check. Finviz. Yeah, it's definitely bounced up. Fresh Iran tensions. Iran's like the kid that just keeps getting picked on. So oil, I mean, up some, but not tremendous amounts. Still pretty beaten down. An H pattern on that one. Heating oil, dang, taking a beating. Natural gas won't go any lower. And ethanol. All right. Morning, Ellie. About time someone said hello. A bunch of lurkers here today. All right, Soxel 9%. Yesterday was a definitely distribution day across the majority of the market. Squarespace double ring. We got ring back to back here. I don't think they know which one's which, to be honest with you. So today is James, my 5-year-old's birthday, meaning he's now a 6-year-old. So today is my 6-year-old's birthday, and I'm probably going to bail out of here at some point. This morning we're going to do something fun for him because can't have friends over and stuff, so we'll do something fun at the house. Denying refunds, huh? That's we're booked with British Airways, so that's no good. Allergies already this morning. Snap up significantly and looks like continuing this morning. They must have had earnings. Looks like they did. So Snap with some earnings, breaking out from their longer term downtrend here since their IPO, which they haven't been able to do anything. Stock still continuing its run here. INMD. Let's look at ISRG, which was on that insane rip. Wait, it wasn't ISRG. Which one was it? Was it one of our INMD? No. Which one? It was I something. It wasn't one of our eyes. Wasn't iRobot. Wasn't Intuit. INSG? Ah, it's INSG. Here we go. Bull flagging out very nicely here. INSG, massive cup and handle going back from the $6 level. I mean, it's already well extended from that. Basically 12. But that was actually, in theory, kind of a handle. There wasn't actually a prior uptrend. 85% deep base. Doesn't count, but still kind of looks like a cup and handle stalling out here at prior highs. So that's interesting. Market's 1.6% after yesterday's interesting down session. So we'll see if that's a start of a little downtrend or just a test of this trend line. So market's still kind of able to hold its own. We held off the lows yesterday. I'm not sure if it was high volume after the lows or not. It's pretty much high volume all day. So these were the lows kind of later in the morning. Then we started bouncing back a little bit. Fell on reasonably. Then it got high volume. And we got choppy towards the end of the day. So definitely a mixed bag towards the afternoon session here. Looks like we loosely held that support. Actually, we did hold it. And it looks like we've been holding it ever since, actually. It looks like that's kind of our trend line right now for this move. And we're coming up towards yesterday's intraday, except for the open, the intraday high right there. We'll see how it handles it. It's basically a full retracement of yesterday's move minus the opening candle. Hey, morning, Mohammed. So very interesting action here. But a lot of the stocks are green today, so I can't argue too much with that. EVR, the exception to that rule. iRobot. Netflix having a red day. Blowing up the Twitter shorting yesterday, yeah. I bet. Good for him. I made a little bit of money on my hedge, but today it's not looking so hot. Not so much right now. Did he hold it overnight? That guy should trade futures. See, I think that's the interesting part about Gilmo is IBD style is much more longer term trading. He does day trades. He's basically, according to what I've seen, 60-70% a day trader. Yeah, he's not holding. Yeah. I mean, I get it. I'm not mad at it at all. Just everybody knows him from IBD, which is not a day trading strategy. Atlassian holding nice up here near highs. Hasn't quite fully broken out yet, but at some point it will. Some point it will. Man, Visa's still pretty beaten down. Interesting in the Visa chart, it's never really been that beaten down. I guess on the IPO it stayed low. And once we cross this IPO high here about the 23, 24 level, it's never looked back. We've had a couple of routes to the downside, but nothing near this substantial. Really, Michaelo? I can see that. The guy knows what he knows. He knows it really well. I'm not mad at him for that at all. I think there's kind of a disparity between the IBD, and he just bashes IBD constantly. A little weird. He's like, I'm not bashing IBD. I'm like, really? Your past 5 tweets have said how IBD is horrible. And they're not perfect, especially since O'Neill left. It's, yeah, far from perfect. In fact, I've been bashing him a little bit lately, but his bashing seems to be bashing, not objective criticism. I'd much rather it be the latter. Zoom looks like it's basing up here still. What's up, Rob? A reminder a little bit again, guys. Today's my kid's birthday. I'm going to be bailing out early today. Take him to the local donut spot and all that stuff. I'm just going to be here for a little bit. Amex versus Visa. It's AM. No, is it Amex? No, it's AXP. That's right. AXP versus Visa. Well, I mean, AXP obviously has a lot more upside potential from 82 up into the 100s and something. Visa, 163 up into the 200 something. I don't think it's quite the same percentage. I don't know. I mean, fundamentally, they kind of do the same thing at the end of the day, although Visa's a lot more prevalent. Oop. Hold on a second. My kid may be up. All right, sorry guys. Actually, he's not up. He basically was hiding in his brother's bed, which I wasn't expecting. I'm probably gonna go here in a little bit though. He's gonna get up. They're kind of rolling around in their beds. So, um, yeah. So market kind of up after yesterday. Doesn't mean anything good or bad. We talked about hedging. Part of hedging is potentially losing some money in case the event doesn't occur. That's part of hedging. And we did have a downside move yesterday. We could continue that today, but so far it looks like we're okay. Domino's Pizza doing good. Looks like a more normalized market, just with some stocks that are super beaten down. So we'll have to kind of navigate that. We're not in a straight up bull market yet, but things are scary until they aren't. And it seems like it's almost like one day you just wake up and you're like, oh, everything's great. Why wasn't I buying down here? So anyway, guys, I think that's where we are. But I'm gonna get out of here and get ready for James's birthday. We're gonna go to his favorite donut shop because can't have friends over and stuff. But yeah, we'll see what happens today. Yesterday, interesting day. Definitely had a downward tendency to it, but we bought up some of the selling pressure as well, so we could just ride this trend line back up, which a distribution day, but definitely no pullback. So we'll see what happens on that one. A little bit lower to the middle Bollinger Band line, which is where we likely could go. And oh, kid's getting out of bed. I don't know, to be honest with you, Rob. I was thinking about oil because it's so low, but I don't know. But I got to run, guys. Kids getting up. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.